Hey everyone, we are back. The next segment, you're here with Danielle Riendo, managing editor.
Yeah.
Waypoint.
Yes,
You're
I
still
am.
alive and kicking.
Still kicking, see?
We haven't killed you yet.
I'm still
But
alive.
don't worry, 48 hours to go.
Don't worry, I know. This will be my fate.
I'm fine while I'm
okay.
here.
Are you okay with that?
I'm fine with
Totally
it.
fine.
Good.
It's just
I'm
like
feeling good about it.
Hopefully, our guest,
living overnight. I'm just doing
Munchies,
every other hour.
Vice's cooking
from
website,
like
Helen,
midnight to 8
Hilary.
a.m. Because no one.
Thanks for joining us today. How are you
Thanks
guys
for having us.
Totally, it's
Doing great. We're
Okay.
psyched.
And you haven't been here for 24 hours, so you're
easy when it's
way ahead of
easy
us right now.
Feel
You've
great.
slept.
Minimally.
Minimally? Well, yeah, hopefully, like, part of the contract of coming here is, like, make sure you only sleep for an hour, so you're bleary-eyed and you feel just like us. And thank you for joining us, and we appreciate having people here to refresh us, give us energy, see what life is like. We are here to check out two different cooking games, one of which is Battle Chef Brigade. It's a crowd-funded game made in Chicago.
Wait, made in Chicago.
Made in Chicago. I believe I have that right. If it's not, I'm just going to say it's made in Chicago.
You know what? Good things are made in Chicago.
Danielle, you have played this game.
A little bit. Yes,
Little
I
bit.
played this at PAX, actually. And I know this is an Adult Swim game. That's where I played it.
Okay.
They're a cool booth. And basically, there are two phases of this game. Now, you folks, Munchies folks, I don't know if you have to
Experts.
hunt for your food often.
This is what you. This is
But that's
essentially
what you have
guys
to do.
every day, right?
This is what your
That's
job
what we do
entails,
out in the
right?
garden, yeah.
Good. So, yeah, you have to like.
I knew there was something suspicious about that garden out there.
Yeah. All of these weird creatures. They're sort of, it's like a little bit like light Odin Sphere style, 2D combat and hunting gathering, I guess,
Okay.
hunter-gatherer kind of status. And then, when you have some cool ingredients, you go all the way back to the right. It's always to the right. This is how I know how to do it. And you're actually going to do sort of a match 3 system. All right, let's see. We go in the pantry. So we've hunted for all this food. We've got the ingredients. And then we're going to put it in a pot. And there's different recipes and different things. And we have to impress the Iron Chef-esque person here. So I guess, I don't know. We got,
These seem like normal ingredients.
yes.
A chicken horn. We can work with that. I mean, this
We
is
got
very
king bean.
artisanal.
Yeah, what does a
Plant
plant
bug
bug
stomach.
stomach go with?
You know, it's like Renee Redzepi and foraging is all
Yeah.
the rage, so we got
Yeah,
this.
oh,
It's
I like
fine.
that. Oh, combo pot. Let's put it in that pot.
A squid
Yeah.
stomach.
It's
nice. Do they have stuff?
Put that in like a pho.
Sounds
like
good.
Oh, it sounds really
tripe.
good.
Pasta.
Yeah, totally.
All right, so here's where you do the match 3.
Oh, the
stuff.
puzzle stuff. Wow.
Yeah,
Okay.
so there it is. So I guess, oh yeah, see, I'm not quite up on, there's a symbol as well as a color. You kind of have
Okay.
to match it all. So let's see, let's grab this lovely squid stomach.
hard.
No, plant bug stomach, that looks better.
This is complicated.
Are you gonna
This is
saute
a
that,
complicated
or
game.
do you have to boil it, or can you like do other?
You have to prepare it in some fashion.
Okay.
Yeah. Let's add that. Put it there. And then you can boil and kind of switch things around.
Do you have the TV remote?
Stir. This is what you guys do, right?
This looks so hard.
Is there like a sous vide mission?
Really good. Oh, so good. All right, I'm
It's on
gonna.
the speaker, isn't it? You just
what it-
like
that's
turn
what's
that
going
down
on.
like a third.
Oh yeah, get it. Oh, wow. Oh,
Yeah,
violent.
I know
Whoa.
this is very. This is the part they don't want to show you.
Ethical slaughter.
Where you're-
Ethical slaughter.
Farm to table.
This is what my wife is
Beware.
doing
You
all the
know,
time.
this is yes, definitely.
Wife's a big cook, and I'm like, what's taking so long? Well, she's going out to the backyard and
You gotta do this. You
slaughtering
gotta kill
things.
these things. Look at that, right in the butt. Sorry.
Oh yeah,
buddy.
that thing looks tasty.
Yeah. We're gonna mix. Oh
Gamey.
no! You fought back. That's never good. All right.
So how did the two of you fall into working for Munchies, like doing cooking and thinking about
that.
food professionally? Like how did you fall kind of into that?
I used to cook, be in the
Okay.
kitchen, and I've been in the food world for a long time. I actually used to be a truffle dealer, and I would
A
forage.
truffle dealer? That sounds shady.
It was very shady. So I had to forage
Under
a
the
lot,
table
so.
truffles.
So finding like wild food on the highway, it's not out of the realm of like weird for me. So.
Okay, all right.
I worked in restaurants for many years, and then kind of segued into actually writing for a vegetarian magazine for a long time.
Really?
I was vegetarian. I'm not anymore, so I'll have no problems slaying these plant bugs.
You're ethically cleared.
Yes, I've paid my ethical dues, so now I can just eat pork belly and hang out.
Good.
Or plant bug stomach in this case.
What is it about cooking for the two of you that like is like beyond? You know, a lot of people like eating, but like what takes it beyond where like it's like a passion for you?
Whoa.
I'm not a very good cook, to be honest.
Oh, really?
I do cook, but I mean,
I think the same thing
compared
with
to
like
Helen,
people assume that like we're very good at video games. Not
Not even a little
I am
bit.
paid to write about them. Don't assume anything else.
I really like food, and I really like eating food. But
Okay.
I think I prefer going out to eat food and thinking about food and talking about food to. I mean, I'd say I'm not a terrible cook, but Helen's just much better.
Okay.
There are other people on the team who are really, really good cooks, and
Okay.
I'm definitely not in the top tier of that. So.
Well, in the same way that like Danielle and I professionally talk about games, but we don't make them. You know, it's like there are different sort of approaches you bring to the table in terms of how you sort of analyze that sort of stuff. But you actually like making food.
I like cooking, yeah.
Yeah.
It's very like relaxing and soothing, you know?
I mean, that's what it is for she always liked cooking, and then years ago, like we ran into some like financial hard times, and it was like we literally just can't go out as much, and she liked food too much. She's like, I gotta find a way to make this more interesting, and so she started learning how to she went beyond just amateur cook to like really just, I don't know, it just went beyond that because we had to, and then she just fell in love with it ever since, where it's not just a thing you have to do. It's like that's like a thing she does to enjoy herself, which like I don't get because like I'm like put the macaroni and cheese in and like shove it in my mouth, but she like it brings her joy to make food, and it's fun to watch because I can see how much she's enjoying doing it because it's a creative expression for her. Like she's not an artist, she's not a singer, but like in the kitchen, that's where she expresses herself.
Well, I mean, so you said this is started in Chicago, right?
Yeah.
So it's interesting. I hope to find like deep dish pizza or like some sort of element of like Chicago because it's a great food city,
It is. Oh, the deep dish pizza is.
Wait, who is this? Who is
Well,
this
we're
scary?
now being judged.
Bull steak and king bean assortment. That sounds all right.
That sounds like this is a Viking meal. Again, Nordic vibes.
How about this dragon steak bendaya
That plate looks delicious.
Pizza.
Pizza.
Oh yeah,
Sorry.
I would eat that for sure.
Yeah?
Hasgill says it's a fairly basic treatment.
I see. How do they feel? Forward to fire.
Plant bug nectar. I mean, that is legitimately this year we're seeing like crickets, bugs, really popular in
Wait, really?
in cooking. Yeah.
Okay, like any particular reason, or it's just a trend?
It's trendy, becoming trendy, but 80% of the world eats bugs.
Right.
So the Western world is finally catching up to be like, oh, we should eat ants and we should eat crickets and all these things. But
Like crickets, I've heard of, but like, is there anything beyond like crickets and ants? Are those the most common?
yeah.
Okay, all right.
Larva. What else?
You can eat tarantula.
Tarantula.
A lot of,
No.
Yeah, no, it's
Yeah.
a lot
I mean,
of.
yes, but
We don't advise. You got to burn the hairs, or else if you don't, it
everything
will.
about what you're talking about, like, okay, I'm not arachnophobic, but fuck tarantulas. Like they really weird me out. It's the hair. The hair really, and the legs and the eyes. A lot of things about tarantulas.
lot.
The whole
All
body,
of the
everything
above.
about them.
So wait, how do you prepare a tarantula?
You would scorch it, and then
How do you scorch it? Like with what?
like a blowtorch. You would
Okay.
like torch off the hair, and then I've seen them fried in like Oaxacan food,
Okay.
Mexican food,
Okay.
and
Grill
Like
them.
you put it like in a
them.
burrito?
like a taco. Yeah, you could put
Wow.
it in a taco.
God.
The legs are, there's not any meat on the legs, but the central part supposedly tastes like lobster or shrimp. But the most humane way to actually kill a tarantula is you want to put it in the freezer because then
Like their heart
it
just
will
stops?
freeze. Yeah, and then, because, they have no skeleton. So if you
Right.
drop them, they'll die, which is really cruel.
Yeah.
But recently, I was telling Hilary I was so upset because there was this guy. I live right next to a park, and this guy walked into the park, and I was like eating a sandwich, just having a great Saturday.
Yeah.
and he had like a little pet tarantula in a container.
Oh.
And the park
No.
person was like, hey, what are you doing? And he's like, oh, I'm gonna eat this live. I have a YouTube account. So he goes over into the corner and he eats this tarantula. At the end, he was like, oh yeah, I think it bit me.
Oh!
And the person was like, why? And he's like, well, my mouth is tingling. And it's because all of the hairs, since it is Halloween, fun fact, Munchies.
I don't know if this is fun.
No, this is pretty fun.
Okay.
Itching powder
Yep.
for pranks,
Yep.
tarantula hairs. So it
Okay.
can make you
Itchy.
go to the hospital. So don't
What a
eat
fun prank.
tarantulas. Yeah, with hair.
Yeah.
Anyway, we like sandwiches too.
Yeah, I really enjoy like sandwiches.
Not like-
I like noodles.
Okay.
Tarantula
Alright.
sandwich. Would you have a double down of tarantula? With
Oh!
I have never,
spiders involved?
I haven't eaten tarantula. Have you eaten tarantula? I have not eaten it.
I will never be able to sit on a toilet the same way after watching Arachnophobia.
Sure.
Yeah.
So no, I can't look at spiders. I can't. I can't.
So you're on the same page as me.
Yeah, I don't like.
Okay. You were able to
res-
calmly talk about that in a way that
I've had.
I had a moment recently in my house. Our furnace wasn't working. So a guy comes out. He's like, oh, I'll take a look at it. It doesn't seem too serious. He's like, oh, I fixed it. Well, what was wrong with it? I was like, oh, one of the pipes was clogged up and it just wasn't able to turn on. And I was like, I mean, was it just like, what was it clogged with? He's like, oh, spiders. I was like, what do you mean spiders? He's like, oh, it's pretty common. Like, they get in there, they have babies, and then it's just full of spiders. I was like, are they there anymore? He's like, no, I sucked them out. I'm like, okay.
I sucked them out.
He's like, that'll be $80. I'm like, thank you. Was that like one for every spider egg in there? It's
Oh my God.
Yeah.
That's pretty wild.
That's
Yeah.
so gross.
made me deeply uncomfortable.
I will say, sometimes my parents live in a very old house, and sometimes when I go home to visit them, and I'll go in, like, I'll use this bathroom that like no one else uses, and I turn on the bathtub, and sometimes a bunch of baby spiders will. I'm like, it's stark. Yeah.
It's like Charlotte's Web though. Maybe they're all really friendly.
I'm not as afraid of spiders. Helen can't like a
I can't
picture.
look.
Pictures of spiders are not okay. Talking about spiders seems okay, but like any visual imagery of spiders.
Yeah,
will
it's
upset-
the only thing that like
upset her.
like daddy long legs I think I'm okay with because they're kind of cute. Like in a
Yeah.
as
They're
much
cute.
as a spider can be.
They're
Yeah.
cute.
But tarantulas, I don't know. Yeah, it is things like arachnophobia.
No.
You know, myths about spiders falling asleep in your mouth. Like
I've
you
had
know.
that happen. I've woken up choking from like baby spiders.
No.
I lived in an old house.
No way.
Yeah. It's a real thing.
I mean, they say we eat like 5 a year or
I
something.
think I probably went over that
But,
limit.
You know, moist mouth.
Yeah.
I'm gonna just start suturing my mouth shut.
Yeah.
Every time I go
Yeah,
to
that's a
sleep.
good idea. That's very healthy.
It's the only way to fight the
Just mix some like Raid into your chapstick and kind of like put it.
I like
put it
that.
around.
I like that a lot.
Are there other foods? I guess probably something on the more extreme end that like you can't quite do. Like you're not gonna eat tarantulas. So like
I actually physically cannot. Fall is my hellscape, as Hilary can tell you. I'm allergic to pumpkin and squash, like every type of gourd
Oh,
season.
really?
Bad situation. Yeah. So
that's more of
Halloween
an
is bad.
allergy as opposed to like you just really don't like pumpkins.
Yeah.
As long as you don't like them because you're allergic.
Yeah.
That's fair too.
I have like an oysters thing. I'll eat them, but I'm usually forcing myself to eat them for social
I don't.
reasons.
Yeah, like
I
if they're
don't.
purchased and I know they're expensive and everyone's having them, I'm like, all right, I guess I'll have one and be like, you guys just seem to be really enjoying.
Yeah,
this.
I'm like, you guys just go
I
to
take it
town.
like a shot. I'm just like, get it through.
Same.
Yeah.
I don't.
take it
Yeah, I for some reason I just can't wrap my head around oysters, and I also. So we were talking about like stomach earlier. I don't like tripe.
Okay.
Just things like I have textural things. Like
Yeah.
tripe to me is like eating. I don't know. To me, it's just not worth it. Like there's not enough like delicious flavor imparted within for it to be worth that sort of weird like gelatinous texture.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
It's just not for me. I mean, I wouldn't say there's anything I'm really hard line like I will not eat that.
Yeah. But I have a question. So are you braising that shank right now? Or what are you doing?
Maybe broiling.
Broiling.
Possibly braising.
Okay.
I am not a cook.
Yeah.
I am listening to this and I am fascinated, utterly fascinated. My girlfriend and I do a food, I guess we're not supposed to say brand names, but a food delivery. It's a box that has ingredients in it. And
There's a lot of those.
Yeah,
People know
yeah,
what you're
there's a
talking
few.
about.
There's a few of those. I'm sure some folks can figure it out.
Fill in the blanks.
But yeah, so we do a bit of that, and that's been nice. We've been kind of learning to cook a little bit. I was wondering what your take is on that. Like, it's definitely not for the pros, I'm sure, but like for people who are clueless.
You answer
about
that
cooking.
one.
You know what? I used to. It actually was not one of the. I used to do a small subscription box from like a local Brooklyn place,
Awesome.
and
Yeah.
it wasn't. It was kind of like they'd give you recipe cards, but they didn't tell you exactly. They didn't portion things out or whatever. I don't know. I think it's actually a nice way to get people to get interested in cooking. I think that once people realize that cooking isn't scary, then they're more likely to do it, and I think
Yeah.
that's great. Like.
Well, it seems like those things teach you some basic mechanics of how to
Right.
cook, and like people get scared about like portions and like all those
Exactly.
things are not that scary. But if you have something that details out, this is the meal you're making, this is all you need to do it.
Here's how long it might take to make.
Yeah.
You know, kind of taking the mystery out of some of it.
Yeah, I think a lot of people are just sort of needlessly intimidated by the idea of cooking.
Yeah.
It's really not that hard. You just need to follow directions, basically.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then once you're familiar with those sort of processes and how they apply to different ingredients, then it's easier to cook.
Well, because you can
off
experiment a
recipe.
lot, and that's part of what
Yeah.
my wife likes so much about it is that you can
That's good.
mess around with a lot of
A
different
little,
things.
little beer.
That looks tasty. I would
Yeah,
take
we-
that
yeah.
little hot
Feeling good
pot,
about
just
that?
like
Yeah.
get that water going, dip
Yeah.
it in
Yeah.
there.
Got 60 seconds to
Oh,
make
crud.
this. Finish this off. I'm pretty happy with it, to be honest. You
So
know.
just call it. You know?
Yeah. Why don't we leave? We don't
Wait,
need
so
to
what?
stir.
What is it?
Picking it up.
That looks great.
Oh yeah.
I would eat that.
I'm gonna hold to serve.
It's on fire too.
Yeah, see, this person wanted flames, so the person on the, sorry, the UI is kind of blocking it. But you see how there's like fire up there?
Yeah.
Then there's the green guy.
Yep.
And then sometimes there's maybe
Oh,
a blue guy.
yeah.
So let's see what the other guy's doing over here. He's stirring up a whole bunch of stuff in his
I like
pot.
his side eye. He's like,
Yeah,
looks very comic.
I know what I'm doing. Yeah.
So normally this could be like playing against someone online, or is this?
I believe so. So this game isn't quite. I don't know. I don't think it's quite out yet. Actually.
No, this is
yeah.
the
This
so
is
if
the
you,
demo.
if you know it was they raised money on Kickstarter, and this is the first demo for people that backed the game to check it
And
out.
it's fun. It's a good little taste of the game. It's a good little taste.
There you go. There you go.
A bite, nibble, perhaps. Yeah, so it's kind of cool. It's kind of like anime, you know, Iron Chef with a little match 3 with also this kind of Odin sphere, you know, battling for your food and kind of foraging and hunting and stuff. It's a cool little mix of things, I would say.
Do you guys like to watch Iron Chef?
Used to.
A long time ago, I enjoyed it. More for
Like
the
when it was like a
personalities.
thing. Like, yeah.
Yeah.
This is cool because it's like a nose to tail kind of game.
No, they're
Offal.
incorporating all the offal. It's like got livers.
Yeah.
I mean, we're doing it.
Shout out to Fergus Henderson.
How do they feel about my
You'd be
dragon
feeling
shank?
this.
There we go.
Oh,
the
right.
side of
Earth
dragon.
element, that's the person.
Oh,
Haskell is just so picky. You know, hard to please.
yeah.
They really are.
Can't win them all. It's like the Pete Wells of this game.
27? Well, I thought that looked amazing. Well,
Out of what?
I don't know
Oh,
what
okay.
the top is, but he got like 227.
What?
Oh, okay. So that was bad.
You know, I did pretty poorly there.
You're making me look bad.
I'm sorry,
You're
Patrick.
associating with my
I'm really
name.
sorry. I told you I'm not much of a cook, so it's kind of my fault here.
Why don't you do one more, and
All right.
then we'll take a look at Overcooked, our other game.
Yeah, that sounds great. Or, you know, Overcooked is a 4-player game, so
That's
you
true.
might need a second to set up. I don't mind
Okay.
playing this until things are ready to go.
Well,
or-
they're both on PC, so we shut
Oh,
this
okay.
off, and then we go over.
All right,
So-
that sounds good, actually.
Okay. All right.
That's
I'll
a
switch
good idea.
I'll switch it.
It's a good one.